But anyway, check this out, y'all. Here we go.
Tell me. No, what are you doing?
He's taking this kid. This dude done grabbed this little girl and trying to take him over his friend's house. Watch this.
What are you doing? Make it. Tell me, dude. Tell me. Come here.
Put your hands up against the wall. Put your hands right back.
Imagine the fear and danger when children are at risk from predators, but how quickly everything can change when brave cops step in. This is about those intense moments when officers race against time to save innocent lives and bring predators to justice. Here are the 4 cases when cops save kids from predators. On March 2nd, 2024, in Akron, Ohio, police were called to a neighborhood after receiving a report about a fight involving a missing child. According to the caller, a man had taken a young girl from her home and brought her to a nearby house. The girl's family realized she was missing when someone came downstairs and heard shouting outside. When officers arrived, they found the man standing on the porch being held at gunpoint by a resident. He was uncooperative and resisted arrest, forcing the officers to step in and take control of the situation quickly.
Stop, no. I'm telling stop. Stop. Dad! Shut up and get off me. Why? Stop it! Dad! Take me back. Dad! Take me back to your house. Jeez, dude. Ted! What are you doing? Ted! What are you doing? Help me, dude. What the What are you doing? It's a little girl. No. What are you doing? Make it Help me, dude. Help me. Come here. Come here. No, come here. Dude, I didn't do that. I'm sorry. I'm gonna kill you. I wasn't I'm gonna kill you. Dude, what is your name? That's my name. That's my Go in the house. Go in the house. Go in the house. I know. Go in the house. I need to go back to Okay, yes, go in the house. I'm fine. You fine here. I'm not going. No, go. Dude, I'm gonna kill you. Get in here. Tell me that he was still inside the class. What the going on? Huh? You what? Who is this? This is that's what you doing? That's bracelet. He's all right. Is this? That's Speed Joe. Hold on. Listen, he's slinging his wrist. It's Joseph. It's Joseph. Come here. It's Joseph. Stop. Get dressed. My name is Joseph.
Are you changing?
And I
My bad.
We know you didn't. Go get dressed. Now.
It was truly disturbing to watch as the little girl was in the hands of such a horrible, ruthless man. Thankfully, the family rushed out of the house to protect her, pulling her to safety. Moments later, the police also arrived on the scene to take control of the situation and ensure the girl's safety.
It's only one of me, y'all. I get that, but it's only one of me. They talk about it's a gun. I need to make sure that the scene is safe. Okay, I don't know that. So just chill. Okay, let me do my job.
I put it up.
Oh, he put his.
He don't got no gun though.
No, he don't have the gun.
Cool. Go back inside. Let me chill. Let me figure out what's going on.
Okay, I see what happened. When I first saw this, just to clear things up, y'all, I want to make sure my mic is on. When the police officer first came on the scene, I'm assuming that this is the friend. And this crazy dude tried to bring a little girl to his house. He wasn't having it. He was, I don't know this little girl. Why are you bringing this little girl to? So he captured him. I guess he at gunpoint until the police came. So that's what happened. I'm thinking.
Okay, so, but he knew the guy. He was
Yeah,
first.
he
The
knew the
guy
guy because he. Oh, that's right. He said something about he tried to help the guy out. The dude ain't wrapped too tight, and he helped the guy out because he let the guy do some house chores or something. He gonna explain all that. So here we go.
Girls safety.
It's only one of me, y'all. I get that, but
He said it's only one of me because this the police officer talking.
it's only one of me. They talk about it's a gun. I need to make sure that the scene is safe. Okay, I don't know that. So just chill. Okay, let me do my job.
I put it up.
Let me do my job.
Shut up, bro.
He don't got no gun though.
No, he don't have the gun.
Cool. Go back inside. Let me chill. Let me figure out what's going on. 17. Anybody en route could slow down. Nobody has a gun right now. I have the mail right here on the porch.
I apologize for that.
Stand up. Stand up.
17, I copy.
Good show, bro.
All right.
Listen. I'm not the one. All right.
Hey, I'm Joseph. Already wanted.
Anybody not on scene at car 17 is 126 Grand Avenue. Down 17 has mail on the porch.
I'm Joseph.
Unloosen your hands.
I will help him do it.
Who is he to you?
Nobody.
That's my best friend.
I help.
That's my best
Bro,
friend.
chill out.
Bro, no. All right. Listen.
You know him?
That's my neighbor.
That's your neighbor?
That's my neighbor's brother.
Okay.
He did yard work for me and everything. For some reason, he came to me with a little girl tonight.
Help me, man.
Where the little girl at?
In the house.
Y'all don't know her?
Kayla.
No.
All
She been spending.
Help me, dude.
All right, go ahead.
Just give me a minute.
Go ahead and
Give me a minute. Give me a minute.
Yeah.
Even the little girl trying to talk.
Bro, chill out. Quit tensing up.
All right, dude. You guys saw that shit, right?
Saw what? Chill out.
Okay.
Chill
Why are you trying to?
out.
Why are you trying to?
Why you keep tensing up? Chill out.
Help me, sir.
Hey, chill out.
Chill. Hey, chill.
Chill out.
Stop. Right now.
Get the rat.
24.
All right. Bring your legs out.
I gotta start you
Bring
guys
out
from
the
6th
lady.
District, 1309
My
Grand
name's
Street,
Joseph.
please, 7 for domestic 10 between brother and sister. Sister has a knife. Female state.
My name's Joseph. My name's Joseph.
I don't care which on that mix.
Help me.
As soon as the police arrived, the first thing they did was put handcuffs on the suspect. The officers, clearly annoyed and frustrated with the man's behavior, repeatedly told him to calm down. However, he didn't seem to care or listen. More officers had to step in to fully take control of the situation and secure him.
My name. What's my name? What's my name?
What the heck is this restraining thing they pulling out, man? This is ridiculous. Keep telling you, these people got all the safety stuff. How much did that cost the police department to have this thing?
No. Help me, please. Help me, please. Help me, please.
Quit moving.
Help! Moving. Help! 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 Help me! Help! 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 Slow down, bud. Slow down. Get his hand.
Go ahead and put the wrap on now.
Help!
Alright, we made it.
Help!
Kelly.
Alright, roll over.
Call over on 30.
Help! Help!
Alright. We made it out the house.
Alright.
I'm the sheriff that came back over here. Run a dog.
Help! Help! You got me?
No, I got you, but you gotta chill out.
All right.
Calm down, bud.
You got it. All right. You're good. Look, you handle yourself. Look at that.
You got to
You're
chill.
safe, man. Look at that. Feel that? That's comfortable, right?
No.
It's not too bad. All right. Let's get in the car.
French, get there. Thank you. Thank you.
Yep, man. Take a deep breath. You're good.
Help!
You're still good.
Help!
You're still good.
Help! Help!
You're still good.
Help! You gotta put him on the seat. Help! He ain't on the seat. Thank you. Thank you.
Once the officers had fully taken control of the suspect, they escorted him to the patrol vehicle. With the situation outside handled, one of the officers then went inside to speak with the man who had secured the little girl, hoping to gather more details about what had happened and piece together the full story.
Yo, my man. You gotta
What information y'all need, though?
yo this your name, birthday.
Why?
Cause you the one that found him up here. You the one that had him at gunpoint, and he brought the little girl over here.
Well, what little girl?
That's in the house.
And he brought me a little girl. From where? From that's his sister. Okay, so the little girl was spending the night with her and her kids, and he kidnapped the little girl and brought it to me for some reason. He knocked, banged on my door, and when I came out, she was screaming, and I snatched her from him, and I don't own a weapon, but
You ain't in trouble or nothing, bro, man. So listen.
That's my daughter. And my daughter's still sleeping. Graceland, show her you are.
Yeah, we're not. Hey. Yeah.
Yeah, he she's standing there with my friends, and my brother, I guess, picked her up. I heard something, and then I had the door closed, and then I heard my brother yelling, saying,
So that's your brother?
Help, yeah.
Okay.
Don't know.
Does he have mental issues?
He has severe mental well, he has the mental issues because he has brain damage.
Okay.
A lot of bad heavy stuff that fell on his head, and he doesn't know that he has this problem. And I tried to get him help, but nobody will listen to me. Nobody will do it. Help him out. He wants help because sometimes when it must click in that he's doing something wrong, that's what he tries to help, or because he wants help, but no one will help him because they don't see the whole thing, I guess. I don't know. But it's not my brother.
Okay. So, what time did this happen? When did you all have, just...
Within the last hour.
Okay, so he just walked over with her over here?
She'll tell you.
She got your notepad. He grabbed her number.
From over at my house.
Okay.
Well, the audio was muted while officers questioned the young girl. However, according to the field case report, she explained that she had been staying overnight at her friend's house, who was the daughter of the woman being interviewed. The girl recalled that they had been watching movies before falling asleep, only to wake up being carried outside by the man, who was yelling. She tried to kick and fight to break free, but couldn't manage to escape. The police contacted her father, who later came to pick her up.
Also shot my report, so she already explained kind of what happened. Kinda. Okay. Yeah, so pretty much what we gathered was her brother had some stand over here, had some type of health issue. Mental health break. Took your daughter across the street to what's his name? Devontae, or Devontae's his house.
Wait, Mama's death? Were you at my mom's house?
He obviously
He yelled at me?
Yeah, I think so. Took you.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna switch you.
Took your daughter from him, because essentially, he's just
Thank you.
brought her over there, right? Not knowing what he's really doing. So he took your daughter from the house, kept him out of the house, essentially.
I'll go give this back to him.
That's essentially when we arrived. Obviously got the scene under control and everything, and then he's now in the back of our cruiser. But as we know, there's no
like physical harm done to your daughter or anything like that. It seemed like he literally just walked from here over there. We don't know why. He's not saying anything. He's kind of just screaming in the back of the car.
This one again.
Yeah, well, he's getting charged with abduction. And,
yeah, I understand.
Right. So, yeah, that's kind of where we're at right now.
Hello. I'm Lieutenant Newman with the Akron Police Department.
My name's Joseph. You help me?
Joseph, do not know you. Okay. Hey, the reason I'm here is to talk about what happened between you and the officers tonight. Can you tell me about that?
Yeah, help me.
Okay. We're going to get you some help.
Help me.
We're going to do that. But can you tell me what happened between you and the officers tonight?
I was helping a little girl cross the street.
And then the officers showed up?
Yes.
And then what happened?
I got tackled down on the floor and was like, dang.
Y'all noticed the first thing out of his mouth was a lie. I was helping a little girl cross the street at night. The first thing out of his mouth was a lie. Now he telling the police officer he was helping the little girl cross the street. Nah, boy, you took that little girl across the street. Man, come on, man.
I don't want to be judgmental, but everybody looks like they on something. Everybody involved.
Even the police.
Like the man that was that her dad that answered the door.
Yeah.
He looked like he was shocked they brought her back or something. Like, what is going on?
Like he was in on it or something. I was like,
right. What's going on?
Let it be my fault. Let it be my son or daughter that somebody said got kidnapped. You would have. I would have told that police officer, dude, you better bring them police back and you better call for backup because I'm about to I'm gonna turn this house upside down.
Listen,
and I'll wait till y'all get y'all rifles out and everything because I'm about to kick somebody's tail.
Listen, as soon as you said somebody touched my kid, I ain't even listening to you no more. We ain't standing at the door. I'm gone. You gonna have to put me in some handcuffs now. Now we all in handcuffs. We all going to jail. Okay.
Right.
We all need bail money now.
Shoot, you came with one person. I got my hands up. Let them bring up. Watch this. The first thing out of his mouth.
Yeah, help me.
Okay. We're going to get you some help.
Help me.
We're going to do that. But can you tell me what happened between you and the officers tonight?
I was helping a little girl cross the street.
And then the officers showed up?
Yes.
And then what happened?
I got tackled down on the floor and was like, dang.
Okay.
Skip the whole
Explain what you mean to me.
There was a bunch of going on.
Yep.
Like officers all around me. I feel like my wrists are broken right now and I have a knife in my back and stuff.
Back to him.
Okay. When you say gang, what do you mean?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. You told me that the officers tackled you to the ground.
You're going to help me, right?
Yes, we're going to get you help. Can you tell me more about that?
Are you going to get in the vehicle?
I am not. I'm going to stand here and talk to you for a minute.
Can I talk to a different officer?
No, you cannot. Yeah, I mean, you will eventually, but for now, you're talking to me. Can you tell me what you mean when you say that the officers...
My name is Joseph.
I got that. Joseph, can you tell me what...
My name is Joseph.
Yes, I got that.
My name is Joseph.
Joseph, are you able to tell me more about after the officers tackled you?
I felt like I was tackled and...
When you say, what do you mean?
Like there was like a bunch going on. I feel like I have a knife in my back of my foot, and I feel like...
So, yeah, no, I'm following you. When you say, do you mean like they handcuffed you and they put you in all this? Is that what you're talking about?
Yes.
Okay.
As you can see, this guy didn't seem to be in the right state of mind. When the officer tried his best to communicate with him, he wasn't willing to say much. The only thing he kept repeating was asking for help.
You don't mean like someone assaulted you, to be clear. You mean that they put you in this contraption
no, nobody
here?
Assault.
Well, when you say that means assault to me.
Angela, you are so right. Look, she said, Angela said, mental health, question. But he connected enough to lie, get out of here, man. Yeah, and that's what I be saying about what Murphy's saying about, remember I was saying that my cousin need to come in the house. He need to speak before he come in the house. You know, I understand they got mental issues, but they know right from wrong. Right. They know, you don't. So if this because my cousin got mental issues, if he kidnap a kid, bring him to my house and don't speak, I supposed to allow all that? What I supposed to do? You know what I'm saying? It's right and wrong, man. There's no gray area. And that gray area is where everybody mess up at, even the police. They over there talking to this dude, man. F you, dude. Shame on you. Everybody should be clearly jumping on him saying, you don't do that. You don't just grab a kid and take him over a friend's house. What's wrong with you?
So when you're saying that the officers, that's what I'm getting. So I'm trying to clarify what you mean.
I'm handcuffed right now.
You're handcuffed and you're in pain.
It's all about him.
And you feel that the officers put you in this. That was not cool, right? Is that about the size of it, or am I missing something?
Are you going to get in the car and drive?
No, but another officer is.
Can I see him right now, please?
In a minute.
I want to see him now with you.
I'm talking to you.
I want to see another officer with you.
There are like 6
right there. Hey!
Could you please?
Help!
Okay. Joseph.
Help!
No.
Help!
Joseph, you've got some injuries.
Help!
How did you sustain these injuries? No, Joseph, you're not getting out. How did your toe get?
Help!
Joseph.
Help! Help!
How did your toe get hurt?
I was tackled onto the floor.
That's how it got hurt?
Yes, sir.
All right. I also see a scrape on your knee.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
And a scrape on your shoulder. Is there anything else?
My name's Joseph.
Yes.
Yeah, Grandma. What happened was he was out there yelling. You probably didn't see the beginning. I think the guy that lived at the house, that was the dude, was supposed to be taking. All of a sudden, imagine Grandma D, one of your friends then kidnapped this person. They knocking on your door. They didn't call first. They didn't tell me you was coming over, nothing. He knocking and yelling his name, and all of a sudden he was like, "What the heck?" And this girl is in his arms kicking. The little girl, put me down, put me down. Hey man, it's a little girl. It's a little girl. Yeah. And he tried to grab him. The look on his face, he's smart. That dude's smart, because the look on his friend's face was like, "Give me a little mother. You don't take a girl." And so he dropped the girl and started running. So he couldn't even reach her. Yeah. So I mean, from the first second I seen this dude, when he came and then he told the girl to go in the house, he had to realize, I'm telling this little girl who I don't know to go in my house. It's a little girl, and this little girl like, I don't want to be here at all. And now you want me to go in the house?
Right.
Yeah. Look, you safe right now. I'm separate. All he knew to separate them, and he like, go in the house, like he talking to one of his own kids, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that was that was crazy, man. That was so crazy.
That's
Right, and that's what that's what he said. He said, "I'm bringing you a little girl." So he called the cops, and he like, dude, I'm telling you what happened. He come knocking on my door. He said, "Well, do you know him?" He said, "Well, I know him because I let him cut my grass or let him do some chores around the house. But that's it. I mean, I know his brother. We all know something wrong with the boy, but all of a sudden, out of nowhere, he just bringing a little girl to my house." And I'm like, what? So I tried to grab him. I called the police. He said, "Where the little girl at now?" "Oh, she in the house. She gone in there." You know what I'm saying? Gone in the house. I mean, what else are you supposed to do? That's crazy, man. So anyway, let's keep.
It's a whole lot of crazy going on. I think this block, they need to get off the drugs. Everybody, they need to have rehab for everybody on this block, because clearly that man is not the only one that's on some type of substance.
Now, guess what? Guess what? He probably brought that little girl to him because that boy that answered that door, he probably the one selling the drugs.
I was about to say it seemed to me there must be a meth house somewhere around there, but I was going, until you said that, I was going to leave it to myself and just keep it to myself. But it seemed like somewhere in that vicinity of that block, there's a meth house. I'm just saying
there's a reason. There's a reason why he don't have no money.
That's
so
the payment.
I'm gonna bring you this little girl for some drugs.
Yep, and that's what they do. I mean,
now watch this though, brother man that called the police. He 100% don't go like that. I don't want no little girl. He probably got kids of his own that he ain't taking care of across town somewhere. You know, I hate to be so negative, but he did the right thing though.
Yeah, and he probably making the block hot too, because you know how we called them crackheads back in the day, but now they whatever. But they'll bring you anything. They'll bring you anything. They'll bring you two nickels and a shoelace, and think that they could trade that up. So yeah, you're right.
Just Murray. That's what she's saying.
He's probably like, what girl? He trying to get her out the back door before the cops come in, because he know what he doing in his house probably ain't no good. Now you done made it hot. They gonna be investigating me. I'm gonna get popped for that, and then yeah.
Hey y'all, how's my is the volume okay? Am I too loud still? I've been loud as I don't know what. Nobody told me. What you think? Well, you don't know how loud you are compared to me.
Yeah, you can't be louder than me. I feel like I'm loud all the time. So
nah. But Jess Murray, shout out to Jess Murray. Jess Murray, did you change your picture? I'm just playing. Jess Murray. What made the guy think? That's what I'm saying. To bring me a little girl, because I want some drugs from you, man, and I don't have no money, and I'm a little crazy. So how about this little girl? Give me some drugs. That's what I'm. That's the only.
Yeah,
why you brought a little girl to my house?
That makes sense in my mind. That makes sense in my mind too. I put all of that together, but yeah, that because this is way out of control.
The last and final little piece, the little tiny clue that doesn't make sense is how long. If he's running, I'm pretty sure he's not running drugs out of his house. But if he got something to do with some drugs, when somebody knocked on his door, he would have been ready to answer the door and serve that person. Serve, like, if the, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, he was screaming at the top of his lungs too, so that's probably why he answered the door the way he did and was just like, get away from my door and pushed him back.
Yeah. That's crazy. No, sir.
Them drugs, just say no. Just say no.
Thank you, Valerie. But it's really clear. And that's
just say no.
Yeah, there you go. How about now? Is that a little better? But anyway, let's continue. I'm trying to bring the volume down because when I was interviewing, I can clearly tell I was too loud.
Got that.
My name is Joseph. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hey!
Joseph, do you have any other injuries I'm not seeing?
No.
Okay. All right. I see like your toe, your knee, your shoulder. Anything else? Your elbow? Can you turn so I can get a photo of your elbow? Would that be possible? Yeah? No? I can? Okay. Can you turn to your right? Your body? Never mind. I got it. I'm going to come around to the other side for a second. Okay? No, Joseph. God. I didn't want to get his toe. Went to slam it, and then he was scooting his feet too fast.
So I'm assuming that this is a police officer that wasn't there when they tackled him and all this stuff. So he's the police officer that just arrived on the scene and trying to make sure the police did their job without harming him. Excessive force. That's all he wants. He's there to back up excessive force.
All right.
Yes.
All right, Joseph, you're good.
In the end, the man was charged with abduction, resisting arrest, and obstructing official business. Upon further investigation, officers discovered he had outstanding warrants for his arrest. Additionally, he had violated a protection order, adding to the seriousness of the situation. If you think what this guy did was the absolute worst, wait till you see the next case. It involves a patient who displayed outrageous behavior towards a doctor's assistant but refused to confess to any wrongdoing. In Athens, Georgia, on February 1st, 2022, a disturbing incident unfolded that would forever change the lives of those involved. The body camera footage captures a crucial moment as an officer responds to a report of a sexual battery complaint. The victim, visibly shaken and in tears, bravely recounts her harrowing experience. Well, she explained how, while she was alone with the suspect, he approached her from behind, violating her personal space and grabbing her inappropriately. His unsettling comment that she needed an adjustment only deepened her distress. After managing to escape his grasp, she left the room, overwhelmed and unsure of what to do next.
So I'm Tony. Are you the one that was assaulted? Okay. Just, if you want to kind of just give me some background information. Is this patient somebody that comes here a lot?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm not sure the frequency, but,
What's the patient's name? About how old is he?
I think he's 34, 32.
Okay. Has he been a problem in the past?
No, he's just a little, off for sure. And he has made me a little uncomfortable, just, the way he carries himself, but nothing seriously occurred until yesterday.
Okay. Is he a white male?
Yes, sir.
Do you happen to know his birthday, or could you get it for me at some point? Okay. Okay. And we'll probably need his address and phone number too. And then just tell me briefly what happened yesterday.
I did write it here. I took him to the room. He was getting stim therapy, and I was sitting at the computer, and I was asking him the normal subjective questions, what's your pain level? And he just kept interrupting me. He said, you need an adjustment, like chiropractic adjustment. I was like, oh, okay. No, I don't. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry. I said, oh, the doctors already did it today. Like, I'm good. And I said, no. And he grabbed me by my arm and turned me around. He grabbed me like this and picked up my whole body and brushed it up against his. Okay. And the first thing he said is he laughed and he said, you're light. And I started crying silently. I walked out. Summer said, what just happened? I was like, nothing. She's like, what just happened? I started crying and I threw up out there because I was so disgusted. Okay. He also said, I'm not going to touch you. And I said, no. Mm-hmm. And he just grabbed me. Okay. And, doctor did kick him out. Okay.
Did you guys call the cops yesterday?
I think the only thing she did was get in touch with the VA.
Okay. Is he paid, or is he here sitting here by the VA? Yes. Oh, okay. Do you feel like it was a sexual type of groping, or was he just trying to do some chiropractic thing to you, or? Well,
I mean, I've thought about it a lot, and I think anybody would know better. And he did grab me here, and I felt everything. Okay. So, and I couldn't even take my clothes off yesterday. I couldn't use the bathroom. I couldn't do anything. Okay.
Did he say anything that would indicate, or I know this is awkward. This is awkward.
It's gotta be done now.
I'm just gonna have a seat.
The body cam footage showed a heartbreaking moment as the victim recounted her trauma. Clearly distressed, she shared the details, emphasizing the emotional toll. The officer, with a compassionate demeanor, asked if she had any notable injuries or anything else to report. Let's continue watching.
Did he mention anything else, or, just any details that you can give me to kind of? Oh yeah,
it's a lot of it was blurry, to be honest.
Yeah, imagine.
Like I said, he grabbed me there and he laughed and he said, "You're light," and that was his first comment. And then I did tell Dr. and he was like, "You got to get out of here." Well, the first thing he said, Dr. opened the door and he said, "I didn't do anything." Okay. And I was like, "Wow."
Yeah. It was just you and him at that point until Dr. came in. Okay. Mm-hmm. What time was this?
About 5 p.m. yesterday.
Okay. I think what we have, just based on what I'm hearing, is are you bruised anywhere? Have you had a chance to check?
I mean, I briefly did. I didn't really see anything. Okay. It's kind of difficult. Like, I cried so much yesterday. I didn't even drive home. My boyfriend would give me.
I bet your boyfriend wasn't happy about that.
I don't know, but he can show it. He's been an angel about it.
Okay. All right. Well, what you're describing is not a sexual battery, but a simple battery. Yeah. Unless we have any visible injuries, then it would become a battery, because that's the distinction. A battery includes some type of, visible injury. I
know you might not be able to give me your opinion, but I didn't want to be dramatic about it. I didn't, flip out. I just started
Yeah, you did.
I felt so disgusting. I couldn't take my clothes off when I got home. I couldn't do anything.
Yeah.
So I just hope I'm doing the right thing, and I want to protect anybody else in the future,
Yes, ma'am. I would highly encourage, if he does, first of all, was he told not to come back? Okay. So if he shows up again, we can tell Dr. Hey, just, tell him that he needs to leave and then call us. We will try to get a vehicle description so we can find out what he's in. I mean, if you want to have him, if you feel comfortable having him wait in the waiting room, as long as he's not around any of the staff, that'd be better because he'll be here when we get here. We need to talk to him and bar him in person is what I'm saying.
The doctor did tell him to not come back.
Okay.
Not sure.
In order for us to be able to arrest him, it has to be done in front of us. It's fine. Hopefully he won't come back just from what the doctor told him. And then, no, I don't think you did it. I think you acted very appropriately. You did what you had to do. You got out of the situation. You didn't make it, escalate or anything worse, so it's kind of strange, being in that situation. You talk about an awkward situation to be in, with somebody that you're just trying to treat and trying to help, so kudos to you. My hat's off to you. I'm glad you're okay. Just, try to, if you do need to talk to people, talk to your boyfriend, talk to your family, let them. Good.
I'll talk to them about the situation and see if they think I need to go to a sexual assault center, but I think I'll be okay.
If you need anything else from us, just let us know, okay? So you okay now?
Yes, and I appreciate you and everything.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
Y'all are awesome.
Well, we appreciate you guys. You guys are kind of on the front lines just like we are,
Yeah.
We deal with the same kind of stuff all the time, same kind of people. We try to help people too, it's just,
Of course.
sometimes they don't want to help. They just want to be crazy. I was dealing with a guy this morning at the hospital. He had swallowed a bag of heroin because he didn't want to go to jail.
Oh, bless your heart.
Yeah.
You deal with the craziest stuff.
I know.
Well, before the suspect's interview, she had to answer a few quick questions for the doctor about the psychological impact of the assault.
If you just want to call us, we'll bar him from the property.
Okay.
That way, if he comes back again, he goes to jail. We'll explain it to him and tell him, look, you come back on this property, it's trespassing, you will be arrested.
Yeah.
So just don't come back.
Yeah.
So I know she mentioned that you had told him.
I told him to come back here and call the police right away.
Okay. So
dude, it's ginormous.
Is he
like 6'4"?
Okay.
Probably 350, 360. Yeah. I think he's X-ray too. So it was a little.
Yeah, that's concerning.
Yeah, I was like,
is he PTSD or something?
You'd have on that. I remember the first day it said PTSD. Some scars are not visible, and I'm like, you're doing that to somebody else.
Yeah.
Him grabbing her.
Yeah.
Is like us grabbing a toddler.
Yeah, that's.
And it's just like, I didn't know what was going to happen.
I didn't realize he was that.
Yeah, he's a big.
She's just
at least 350.
Yeah. Okay.
At least 350. So just
well,
he's big.
Yeah. Well, my hat's off to you guys. Y'all handled it perfectly. Call us. We'll bring the SWAT team if we have to. Goodness gracious.
All right,
thank you, doctor.
Yeah.
The officers successfully contacted the suspect and arranged for him to come in for an interview. During the questioning, he provided his account of the events, offering a version of what he claimed had happened.
All right, I'm just going to read you something real fast. You have the right to remain silent. Having these rights in mind, do you wish to talk to us now?
Yeah, I'll tell you.
Okay.
I've got nothing to hide.
You go to the...
I did.
Okay. And who's your doctor there?
I don't remember his name.
Okay. What kind of treatment did you receive there?
Just to get my back adjusted and stuff like that. That's all I was there for.
Okay. So what kind of treatments do you usually get there?
It was just an adjustment to my neck and adjustment to my back. That was it.
Okay. So...
I don't like him already.
Well, the day that I called you about, can you explain to me from the beginning what happened that day?
I don't remember the whole conversation because I've been dealing with my father-in-law who's about to have to go in for triple bypass surgery. So I don't remember a lot of the details. I've been stressed out about that situation. Only thing I will say about the whole incident was the assistant gave me permission to do so. I picked her up. I put her down. Nothing more, nothing less. There was no foul play. There was no foul language. No nothing. There was no. I don't do that. I've kept my nose clean for 32 years, and I plan on keeping it that way.
Do you remember the day at all?
Barely at all.
Wait, do you remember going into the office that day?
I remember going into the office, but after that, everything was such a blur because the doctor pretty much rushed me out of the office and cussed me out, and I was so upset. After I get upset, I just forget about everything. And like I said, I've been tied up with my father-in-law also, so that's been a big stress on me as well.
All right. Do you remember the person that you saw for treatment that day?
It was the treatment wasn't even started. It was the assistant before I get the treatment.
Okay. And what was going on? Like, what were you and the assistant doing before anything happened?
I was just sitting there conversating. I don't remember what the whole conversation was, but we was just sitting there conversating. That was it.
Where were you in the room?
I was sitting on a bench about yay long. I remember right about yay long. I was just sitting on it talking to her. That's all I was doing.
Was this in the lobby or in the room?
In the room.
And was there anyone else in the room with you guys?
No.
Okay. And where was the assistant sitting?
At her computer. And, like I said, we were just conversating, and she gave me permission to pop her back. I put her down immediately afterwards.
Can you explain to me what you mean by pop her back?
All I did, I do it because I have 2 character witnesses that would attest to this. I do not pop nobody's back unless I have their permission. I have 2 people who can attest to that. All I did was right here, up and down. That's it.
So how did the conversation move to?
I don't remember because, like I said, I've been so stressed out with my father-in-law. I didn't forget all about this whole incident. To be honest with you, because this has not been on my worry list.
I understand.
Did the assistant say anything to you afterwards?
No, nothing. It was in the conversation at that point. I minded my own business. That's as far as it went. I minded my own business.
All right. So what happened after you popped the back?
Okay, I lay down. I was waiting on the doctor to come in, and the next thing I know, the doctor comes in there and runs me out of the office. And after that, I ain't spoke a word to him.
What did he say to you?
He said, "You get the hell out of my office right now." And I was like, "What have I done?" And he wouldn't take the time to explain to me or nothing. He ran me out of the office.
Up to this point, the detectives are focused on hearing the suspect's side, trying to uncover his response to the serious allegations made against him. As you saw, he immediately denied everything the victim claimed. In fact, he even went as far as to say that she was fine with him holding her, attempting to downplay the situation entirely. Let's see what else he has to say as the interview continues.
Because if the question I have, if it was that big of a deal, why didn't Athens Clark get called the same day? Why did he allow me to leave? That's the question I have right there. Why wasn't it just handled at the doctor's office that day instead of dragging it out 2 weeks?
So, in a situation like this, no determination has been made yet on to what course of action takes place. That's why Officer Odom told you there's no warrants against you, no charges or anything. We're just trying to gather facts. But what I'm confused about is, and you're saying you don't remember, where you come in for an adjustment, how you get talking to this assistant about popping her back.
I'm trying to remember. Jeez, I'm trying to remember because I've said so much other crap. I really don't remember. I wouldn't lie to y'all. I really don't.
Well, I understand that, and I can understand. What we've got to determine the difference is what you did. Was it meant with malice? Was it meant malice against somebody's wishes? Or was it just, bad choices? We all make bad choices in life. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I believe it.
From time to time, we all make mistakes. We don't make the best error of judgment.
No, it was no malice intended. I tell y'all face to face right now, it was no malice intended.
So the problem is this assistant is saying that you asked her to pop it back numerous times, and she kept telling you, "No, I'm good, thank you." And you were you were something to the nature of, "Look, I'm really good. I do this all the time. I pop backs. Let me just show you." And that you picked her up and popped her back. Now, so the thing is, if you did that, you didn't mean malice, and you didn't want it, misunderstood or misread the situation. That could be.
I mean, I had permit because she said okay to it. I picked her up, and like I said, my hands were here. I didn't do nothing right here, nothing. All I did was pick her up. I set her down. Because the question I have is, can I use you for an example, ma'am?
Okay.
Hell no.
As a female, if somebody picks you up that you don't want to pick up.
Hell no. Can I use you for example? Hell no. God dang, I don't even know why you asked that question.
That's exactly what I said. Why don't you use the man for example? Why you always want to use a female?
That was dumb right there. That right there threw your whole testimony out of the daggone window.
Yeah,
Now
he's got no credibility whatsoever.
You want to get freaky deaky with another woman. How you doing there, Murph?
I'm good, man. How are you?
All righty.
Hey,
the question I have is, can I use you for an example, ma'am?
Okay.
As a female, if somebody picks you up that you don't want to pick up, would you fight? I mean, you would punch, kick. And I know all the females I know in my life, they would punch, kick me, and do something to get me off of. There was no resistance when I picked her up whatsoever.
Well, everybody, I've been doing this for 21 years, almost 22 years in law enforcement. Every person acts different on how they handle situations. So it's hard to say. That's like I heard a lot of new officers say, well, she didn't have a wound. How could she be punched? I've seen a lot of people get punched and not show any sign of that, you know. So my point, I know they're not the same. My point is that everybody reacts to everything differently.
I respect that.
So this young lady is saying that you asked her numerous times to pop her back and she told you no.
So the only time I remember asking her was one time. That was it. That was the only time I ever remember even saying anything about it. If anything, that's the only thing I remember.
What did she say?
She said, I'm really trying. My thing is to remember this because I wish I would have recorded all this crap because I didn't want this situation. I believe the conversation started. Excuse me if it's not the right terms. I believe I was saying something about I wanted to go to school for that, something along those lines. And Jesus, hang on. And you know, I fast forward because that was the first time I said, I'm trying to remember here. Thank God, my brain is not working. After the first time, I said, if anytime you want me to, and I believe it's on those lines, and she said, okay, you may. And at that point, I picked her up, I set her down, put her down. That was the end of the story right there.
Okay. So let me explain something to you in the sense of, in this job, being a detective, investigating crimes, a lot of times we know some parts of the situation. You know, we're just trying to connect the dots in other situations. So what I'm doing now is I'm locking you into statements, okay? So, and I'm going to be fair with you because that's the only way I know to work with it, okay? So what I've got you saying right now is that she never told you no, and that she gave you permission.
Yes.
As you can see, the man showed no signs of backing down from his denial, so the officer switched tactics, hoping to push him toward confessing to his actions. And yes, just as you might have guessed, the officer brought out a strategic question. What if I told you there's a recording of the room?
So, would it surprise you? Or what would you say that if I said if there was possibly a video or audio recording of that room when this took place? Because here, let me remind you, there's no allegation that you touched her inappropriately. You two, correct me if I'm wrong, Officer, but you didn't touch her breast, you didn't touch her butt with your hands, you know, anything of that nature. It's that you picked her up against her will. Okay, so here's what I'm going to ask you again to think about. If there was an audio video recording of that room when this took place, you have just now told me that she gave you permission and that she never told you no. So I'm going to ask you to think real hard about those answers.
Well,
if there is an audio video recording.
If there is, I will go out and sit down and watch it.
Well, that's not what we do right here. What I'm asking you now is I'm getting your side of the story to see how honest you're going to be.
I'm being straight up honest with you, sir. If there was anything across the board, I will not whatsoever, because I'm a detriment. To me, it's a detriment of my character. I would not pick up just any random person anywhere in the world without them giving me 100% permission. I'm not that way.
He's trying too hard with the hand gestures. Look, I'm not just like the lady yesterday that said there was no basement. He kept saying there's no basement. You know good and well you was lying. You could tell. I could just tell when people lying, man. But it's a twist to the story, though.
He don't remember nothing, but he remember everything, but he don't remember nothing. Which one is it, buddy? Which one is it?
All right. Let's see. Let's see which one it is.
Because I have 2 females I could call right now that will testify to my character.
Well, here's the thing. How old are you?
I'm about to be 33 in April.
So I'm 45. So we've been around a long time. And by no means am I an angel. I'm sure you're not either. I'm not judging your character there, but everybody has good character after the fact. Okay?
He did.
Everybody has good character when they can pull in character witnesses. That's because it's hindsight is 2020.
Well,
so that's what I'm saying to this. It's about what we've got to determine what your motives were, and what we're judging now is your character and your honest ability. Okay,
yeah, that's fine.
Because in the moment, because I've been there where I've misread girls back in the day when I used to go to the bar all the time. You know, sometimes you think a woman wants something, and by no means am I saying this is sexual assault and somebody.
Yeah.
But the problem I have is if this young lady, according to her statement, she told you repeatedly, no, thank you. No, not interested. No, thank you. Maybe not harshly because, you know, you are a client of theirs, but, you know, she's trying to be nice. Like, no, thank you. I'm not interested. And you misread the situation and you pick her up just to show, hey, I'm going to pop you back. Just because I can show you, I don't mean nothing by it. I'm a good guy. But if we're going to stick to the story of she told me and I didn't do nothing wrong.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to stick with.
Maybe this young lady is good with an apology if you're honest, but I don't feel you're being 100% honest right now. I think you're trying to cover your tail, what you're doing.
No, sir, I wouldn't lie to you. I've never lied a day in my life. I've never been in one of these buildings.
Oh, my God.
I've never been in one of
these.
Okay,
fair enough, you've never been in the building, but...
That's a lie right there. Who in here have not... He 33. You never lied a day in your life.
I ain't lied a day in my life till today.
It's just
I ain't never lied a day in my life. Well, you know good and well your mother told you don't put your hand in that cookie jar and you got that cookie anyway. No, I didn't. You got your, what you doing? I'm getting the cookie. I'm getting the cookie for you.
I never lied a day in my life.
I don't want the cookie. Well, can I have it?
First lie. Today must be his first time. Somebody giving him a reward.
Mm-hmm.
Your tail's what you got.
No, sir, I wouldn't lie to you. I've never lied a day in my life. I've never been in one of these buildings. I've never been in one.
Okay, fair enough. You've never been in the building, but I've never lied a day in your life.
Okay, yeah, to my parents maybe, but I'm not gonna lie in a situation like this because you got to cover a lie with another lie. She would give me permission. I wouldn't look you straight in the eyes, a man to man, say she didn't give me permission. She gave me permission. I picked her up and I put her straight down.
Okay. Why would this young lady make this story up?
I don't know. I don't know what the deal was. I really don't. If there was something that I missed, I don't know. But I swear to you, she gave me permission. Well, I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie because I'm not jeopardizing this. I'm not jeopardizing my job. I'm not jeopardizing nothing for something like this.
What were you wearing that day when you came over?
I had on a pair of blue jeans and a t-shirt. Because I done took this hoodie off and set it in a chair.
Okay. Did you find?
You can remember all that, but you couldn't remember. Oh my God! They killing him. They killing him. But you remember what you had on? That came out too fast. See, what he's showing is, if I ask you about anything else that day, you could remember that. But when I get to this situation, I can't remember. I wish I would have recorded something like this. Yeah, whatever, dude.
Find this young lady attractive?
No, not my type. None whatsoever.
What's your type?
My wife right here. That right there is my type. That's my wife. Not my type. Too much trouble. I don't want that crap. I don't need it.
Do you have any further questions?
I do not. Do you have any questions for me?
Well, if y'all don't mind me allowing, let me ask this question. In the interest of fairness, why did this take 2 weeks? I mean, couldn't it have been handled the same day at the doctor's office? That's the question I have.
Well, so the allegations that are being made is this young lady said that you asked her numerous times to pop her back. She claims that she told you no numerous times. And then all of a sudden you picked her up from behind and were attempting to pop her back. And she felt your hugging into her buttocks. So she cannot swear if you were erect or not, but that's what she thinks. So the thing is, allegedly, she told the doctor, and I assume that's why the doctor ran you out, she felt violated, and whether that's the situation or not, that's the situation she saw occur. So she immediately reported to the doctor as soon as that. Do you remember her running out of the room?
No, she walked out of the room because she threw a blanket. I was getting some kind of electrical therapy down my back. She laid a hot blanket on me, and then she walked out of the room.
So, in reference to reporting, or a lot of times victims take a while to process and think about what they want to do. I don't know if I haven't talked to this young lady directly. Officer Odom can maybe fill you in better on that.
Well, I mean, trust me, that was not my type. I'm not into.
Do you have any children?
I have 4.
All right.
I got a
particular daughters.
I got 2.
Oh.
I got one 6 and 7.
Okay. So they're not of age yet.
No.
But let's say they're 20 years old. They're working in a chiropractor's office. And let's go with her story. Okay. Let's go with her story that a man's asking her to pop her back. She tells him no, and he picked her up against the wheel, and she feels his up against her buttocks. How's that going to make you feel as a father when you hear that story?
I'll be going there and asking questions because you can't just go out there and do
I'm just saying, how would that make you feel?
I would be wanting to know answers.
Okay. I would think as a father, because I have a 17-year-old daughter, at first glance, I'd be like, I'm about to go jack somebody up. Let's be honest.
Yeah,
Number 2, I get what you're saying. Let's get the story. But my point is this, is ultimately it's up to this young lady what happens in this case, whether charges are brought, and depending on what we find. But I would think with my 17-year-old daughter that one thing with victims of doing this for almost 22 years, and I agree. This is what I do. I work sex crimes, I work domestic violence, okay? You didn't, girl. All right? Let's not even go into whether you meant this to be sexual or not. That's not my point. My point is you didn't hold this girl down. You didn't hold her down and feel on her. My point is if this was a mistake, and ultimately it's up to this young lady, I think it's going to go a lot further if you're like, you know what? And this is just 2 actions I see here.
Even at this point, the suspect remained unwilling to accept responsibility for his actions. He continued offering every possible excuse to shift the blame away from himself, refusing to acknowledge what had occurred. Seeing this, the officer once again attempted to explain the gravity of the situation, hoping to break through the suspect's defenses.
I see this as 2 possible things. One, you're a dude that made a bad choice. You misread the room. You thought she wanted you to pop it back. She didn't, but you made a dumb mistake. Mistakes happen.
Fair enough.
You shouldn't have picked her up. Or number 2, you're a dude that likes to go to places and do weird to girls.
No, I've never.
That's what I'm saying. There's 2 scenarios.
I get you over that one, but I've never been.
The decision you have to determine is which of those are closer to you.
Closer to me is just if I made a dumb mistake, I'll admit I made a dumb mistake because I'm not that kind of person. I stay at home. I don't go out party. I'm not that way.
I get it. And my reading of you, and I hope you don't take this as wrong. I see your shirt, with the flag on it, patriotic, country boy, loves life, but there's something to be said if what I want you to do is search your soul, okay? I want you to look back to that day. I want you to think about the character of the man you're telling me you are, okay?
What?
And I want you to look at this young lady and see, because here's the thing. It's one thing if she didn't tell you, if she never said okay, but you just misread the room and you did it. You look at her and you go, you know what? I don't know her name. Let's call her Angela. I don't know if that's right or not. If she was sitting here, let's be honest, I made a bad choice. I apologize. Shouldn't have picked you up. You did never give me permission. Or she did. You can only tell that. Okay? Because I wasn't there. I'll show them wasn't there.
Well, if she was sitting here right now, I'll say, look, for intents and purposes, I'm sorry. I should have never even picked you up in the first place. Because normally I've done it for people before,
But would you agree that's not the appropriate place to do it?
I've done it for my boss at work.
Yeah, I know, but you work with your boss. You're with them every day. How long you worked at your job?
I've been there a year. My boss ain't been there but a couple months.
You didn't do it day one with your boss, though, did you?
No, it was about week 2. She agreed to it, and she let me. And I said, done the same thing I would have done for this lady right here.
How many times have you been in this doctor's office?
Multiple times.
How many times?
I started going back to December. I don't remember the exact date.
Okay. How many times have you had contact with this young lady?
We spoke very briefly, but that was it. Okay. Very, very briefly. I don't usually conversate.
So now look in our situation. I want you to look at, you are now Detective Cook or you're Officer Odom. It doesn't matter who you pick to be. You've got a young lady that says, she told you no numerous times. You picked her up. And the way she describes it is, and I get what she's saying, she sees it as bouncing on your genital area. That's going to happen if you're trying to truly pop her back. You know, I get it. I get that. I know exactly what you're talking about. But you got this young lady that feels violated. When we talk to you, you claim, nope, she gave me permission. But also, I don't really remember how we got there. I don't remember the story, and I blacked out. I don't remember the day. With this possible video and recording, I'm going to ask you about it if there is one.
If there is one,
then what I'm saying to you is, and what we know, what would you do if you're sitting in our seat?
I'll just be trying to get to the bottom of it because to me, this is just a waste of my time.
You're not helping us get to the bottom of it.
I don't know what to tell you. I'm being completely honest because I've been dealing with other.
The police officer is clearly talking to him and trying to let him know without letting him know. Boy, we know you lying. Now, look here. If she was sitting there and all this, that police officer is clearly letting you know. Why are we doing all this talking if you saying that it's your word against her word that she gave you permission in that and you cracked her back? No. She kept saying, no, don't do it. And you put your hands on her. Anyway.
Just why would you do that anyway? Just
right.
Do you know what I mean? Unless you're friends.
Right.
You'd never
keep your hands to yourself.
That girl very attractive. We're gonna go back.
I'd never go to my doctor and say, do you want me to crack your back?
Right. It's creepy.
Yeah. I want to crack everybody back. Everybody in the chat room, you're gonna get your back cracked if y'all go on a cruise with me. I'm scared to shake people's hand man these days. Shoot. All right, let's keep going. Let's keep going.
I put that to the back burner. I have not thought no more about it.
I get that. You know, this officer called you on Friday. I've never been in this situation, but I can sympathize and think, I'm going to pull up every fact of that day and go over it 100 times over this weekend.
And also, I was dealing with my father-in-law this weekend, too.
Fair enough.
I was busy with that. But the only thing I can say is what I said a while ago, and I stick by my story. I would never intentionally do that to somebody. I'm not jeopardizing my marriage, my job, anything else.
Well, I don't think that would jeopardize your marriage.
No thanks, Mike.
But if this young lady was sitting right here in that chair, you would look at her with the character man you tell me you are and say, young lady, you told me I had permission. That's the serious thing.
Yes. And then I said, and I would tell her, I'm sorry. I would never, ever offer it again to anybody.
Right, but I'm focusing on, you're going to look her in the face.
Yes, I would.
And say, you gave me permission. And what are you going to say when she looks at you tearfully and says, I told you 5 times no?
And if that's the case, I'm saying, I'm sorry. 100% across the board. There must have been a misunderstanding. I am sorry. As a detriment of my character, I am sorry. Right now.
Okay, so I'm asking you now which one happened. Did you misunderstand? Or did you have permission?
I had permission, but if I'm going to say this, I'm going to throw a butt on there. But if there was any kind of misunderstanding, I do 100% as a man apologize right now in front of God and everybody. If there was any kind of misunderstanding whatsoever, I will say it.
This guy was playing his cards sharply, trying to frame the entire situation as a misunderstanding.
You know you're in trouble. That's why I apologize. Yeah, you apologize. You know good and well your little thing was on her heart and she felt that little thing on her butt. Come on now. You know good and well you got the hats for that girl. Why was you so pressed to crack her back? Golly, man. I don't know how to crack nobody back, to be honest. I don't know how you do it, but I give it a try if you want me to. God,
he twisted every detail, hoping to deflect blame and avoid accountability. But if he thought he could outsmart the system with these games, he underestimated the skill of law enforcement. The officers, well aware of these tactics, were prepared for every move, ready to counter with their own strategy to get the truth. The suspect might have been clever, but law enforcement was one step ahead.
So, where did you go to school at? Mascot?
No, I'm not from around here.
So, whatever school system you're in, I'm sure you remember your teachers telling you the truth.
You're so right, Linda. You're so right.
A long way.
Yeah, and I'm being truthful right now.
So, ultimately, this young lady and Officer Odom have to make the decision of where this case goes. And what that means is, I'm being honest with whether you get charged with, it's probably simple battery or sexual battery, depending on the charge, is us sitting here listening to you. We're recording it. I'm sure you can see that. You hear it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Flashed numerous times, you agree, if you have permission. So if we watch this video, if there is a video, and we watch it, and during that incident, we see you, or we have seen you, talking to this young lady in an exam room, sitting on a brown bench, like you said, or that bench, like you said, and she's at her work desk, and you keep, I won't say bugging, but if I've seen it, it would look something like casual flirting, like we do in the office. Fun. And hey, I'm really good at popping back. You want me to show you? She says, no, I'm good, thank you. And you keep on. And you keep saying, you don't understand, I'm really good, I do it all the time. And she says, look, I'm good, thank you. And she stands up, appears to be getting ready to do something, and you just, let me show you. You wrap your arms around her because you're a big dude, and you pick her up and start popping her back.
I stand by what I said. I would never pick somebody up without their permission. Never. I've had people tell me, no, I never picked them up. I will not do that to avoid this situation right here.
Okay. I have no further questions. I'll serve them what you did.
No. So when you usually go to your chiropractor appointment, you're wearing t-shirts and jeans?
That's all I ever wear. This right here.
That right there?
This is it.
Okay. And when you were in there, you don't remember her saying no, not even once? She didn't even say, no, that's okay. The doctor's has already cracked my back this morning. That doesn't ring the bell at all.
Like I said, I don't remember the whole conversation. I've told you.
So when you tell me you don't remember the conversation, do you not remember her saying no? Is that what you're saying? So you wouldn't remember her giving permission either?
You got wine, Stephanie? We might as well kill I got a little teeny bit of wine left. We might as well kill it.
Charlie, this is getting nowhere. I've stated before, I would not pick nobody up without their permission, and I'm sticking to that. That's all.
But you don't remember having that consent or permission, is what I'm understanding. That's
the only thing I remember is if I do something like that for a person, I do remember hearing, okay, that's as far as I go.
Okay. So I'm clear, you don't remember her actually giving consent or permission, but you do remember popping her back. Because
I always make sure I do that, because even my boss, even a female I don't know at work, I always get their permission 100%.
Okay, so Officer Odom made a good point. So remember that conversation I had about sitting in our shoes, how things look? You remember the parts of the conversation that make you look good, but you don't remember the parts of the conversation that could make you look
like
good.
I said, I remember talking to her about wanting to go to school for that thing. Along those lines, after that point, she said, along with what she said, because I'm trying to piece it back in my head, it's coming back. I'm really trying to remember this, and I'm being painted like I'm a bad guy right now. Like I intentionally.
No one is painting you that way. We're just trying to understand what happened
you are
that day,
bad
and you're
guy.
telling us you can't remember. At what point you said that part of what I said was coming back to you? What part of that?
Was it, okay, the first part of the conversation, I got talking about school. I said, okay, cool. She was talking about the morning thing. And she just got adjusted that morning. Oh, Jesus, I'm trying to remember this. I suck at this.
Trying to think of better lives.
Yeah,
How long is this going on?
You're up in the first which I've never done it. Oh, Jesus Christ.
I want to see you as a guy that made a bad choice. Not maliciously, just made a bad decision. But I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm seeing a guy that is not a murderer, not a rapist, but a guy that is refusing to admit what he did wrong, and is trying to do everything he can to cover his tracks.
Well, I mean, believe what you want to, but I'm not going to lie to y'all. I'm not that person. Out of 18 plus, ever since I was the age of 18 till now, I've never had this problem. Never, and I will never have this problem. This is going to be a one and done deal here.
Whoa, wait a minute. So you had this problem at 17? Is that what you're saying? You incriminating yourself there, brother. I never had this. Ever since I was 18, I never had this problem because when I was 15, 16, and 17, my mommy spanked me on my butt and told me don't do it no more. So that's when I stopped. Yeah, and I stopped with the lying. Well, I never did lie. I never lied. Only to my parents. I lied.
Missed that bit. Did you say I've never had this problem since I was 18?
Yeah, watch this. Watch this.
Out of 18 plus, ever since I was the age of 18 till now, I've never had this problem.
Ever since I was at the age of 18 until now, I never had this problem.
Well, I mean, believe what you want to, but I'm not going to lie to y'all. I'm not that person. Out of 18 plus, ever since I was the age of 18 till now, I've never had this problem.
That's great.
Never, and I will never have this problem. This is going to be a one and done deal here because I've never had this problem.
Well, I do appreciate that.
Because to me, this is a detriment to my character. And like I said, I have character witnesses right now with attest to the kind of person I really am. I will not just go up and pick up any random female, like yourself. I would never do that to you.
Well, on that note, I'm sure this young lady could pull character witnesses to say that she just doesn't make up stories about being assaulted.
That's all I got to say about it. Because I did not pick her up without permission. I will not do that. That's all I'm going to say about it.
Yep, Michelle, you right, Michelle.
You know what tells me a lot about your character?
What's up?
You know, when you said you have 2 daughters, and if someone, they were a little older, they said that they could feel someone's genitals behind them, poking them in the butt, and you said, I just want answers.
Because you can't.
No. The thing is, you would believe your daughters if that really happened.
Yes, I would.
Automatically,
you would believe your daughters.
Yes, and I would get to the bottom of it because you can't just go out here and do anything you want to anymore.
I'm not saying you go out
I think what Oscar is pointing out is she agrees with me in the sense of you're trying to cover everything you know about your bad decision. Instead of my father told me a long time ago, a measure of a man is not the mistake he makes, but how a man admits he made a mistake.
Mike, they tightening up the rope on him more and more. Yes, Murph, I'm sorry. I heard y'all saying something.
Sorry, mate. I just noticed something that he said. He said you can't go out and do anything that you want anymore.
Oh, he said that anymore? I rewind it.
Yeah.
Steph got us hiding under the closet, y'all, or under the shelf. There's a shelving unit. What's that right there? 2 people said something about it. He said Steph got us up under the shelf.
Steph's cooking.
It's the shelf. It's the shelf. I'm cooking. See, Murph pays attention.
Well, you gotta put us somewhere else, man. Let us see what you're cooking. We're gonna do a live, and I'm gonna cook something.
I'm gonna have to. I'm making some cube steak and mashed potatoes and broccoli today.
Oh yeah, I know one thing, y'all. If y'all see me cooking, y'all gonna be like, Mike, don't do it like that. Get the fire extinguisher. Get the fire extinguisher. Okay, here we go, y'all.
Just go out here and do anything you want to anymore.
I'm not saying
yes, I would.
Automatically,
you would believe your daughters.
Yes, and I would get to the bottom of it because you can't just go out here and do anything you want to anymore.
I'm not saying you go out
I think what Oscar is pointing out is
Yeah, you're right, Murph. Can't go out here and just do anything you want anymore. That's crazy, man.
You would believe your daughters.
Yes, and I would get to the bottom of it because you can't just go out here and do anything you want to anymore.
I'm not saying you go out
I think what Oscar is pointing out is she agrees with me in the sense of you're trying to cover everything you know about your bad decision. Instead of this is my thing. Instead of my father told me a long time ago, a measure of a man is not the mistake he makes, but how a man admits he made a mistake and owns up to it.
And learn from the mistake.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Everything in this conversation is the opposite of that. Everything is not. You know what, guys? I want to talk to this young lady because you know what? I made a bad decision.
I mean, I want to talk to her right now myself.
Well, not fair, but the reason I wouldn't want you to do that is because you're not. If you come in here and said, "Look, you're right, guys. I made a bad choice. She didn't give me permission. I shouldn't have picked her up. You're right. I did. And I pray to God that she doesn't make charges on me. But everything that's been in here since minute one has been, oh yeah, I did pick her up, but here's the reason why. And I'm covered by this reason. But what you're saying does not back up your story.
I will say this right now. Do you want me to be honest about it? I'm being honest. I have permission, but I made a bad choice to even consider even thinking that in the first place.
Wait a minute, but if she gave you permission, that's not a bad choice. If she gave you permission, yeah, crack my back. Here. I want to see what it feel like. Yeah, go ahead and crack my back. What I got to do? Hold my hands like this? Go ahead and crack my back. That ain't what went down.
Exactly. If she gave permission, then it's not a bad decision.
How is that a bad choice? If she gave you permission.
That's my story. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm out of questions.
This dude don't even know how to lie. See, he remind me of me. That's why I don't lie, because I'm not good. I'm not a good liar, y'all. I know that. I would be sitting there right there. Huh? Well, yeah, she said yeah. She said no, yeah. No, yeah. See,
Generally, us people with ADHD can't lie.
Okay.
Thanks for coming back.
Thank you. I'll walk you out.
In the end, the suspect was arrested 2 days later and subsequently booked for sexual battery. Despite his attempts to manipulate the narrative and avoid responsibility, the evidence and victim's testimony were strong enough to warrant his arrest. Just like that, there's another guy who tried his best to lure a child. His attempts were not only alarming, but also showed how dangerous some individuals can be.
Man, you mean to tell me they showed all that video and they didn't even show us the video of him lying? Come on, man. Well, they arrested him. Yeah, he would have got out of that if he would have said, you know what? I overstepped my bounds, just like the police said. I overstepped my bounds because she said no, but I thought no mean yes type thing. You know, you're right. She see me, but she didn't do a firm no. She was like, no. And I saw an opportunity and I was thinking that she was like, ooh, I feel better now. But she said, no. And I did it anyway. And that's where I made my mistake at. God forgive me. I hope she forgive me. You know, I apologize. That's all he had to do. But now we're on to the next case. I wanted to see some video of him doing it.
On May 5th, 2023, in Florida, police responded to a disturbing call involving a suspicious man trying to lure children into his truck. According to the young victims, they were walking home from school when a black truck pulled up. The man inside offered them candy along with promises of a Nintendo Switch and a PlayStation 5 if they got in his vehicle. This alarming situation prompted an immediate investigation.
Stephanie, somebody said we're gonna be over your house for dinner real soon. She might be she frozen a little bit. Okay, she good. Oops. God dang it. How did that happen?
As the person who tried to lure the children. This alarming situation prompted an immediate investigation. Well, officers were able to locate the truck at a nearby residence and questioned the individuals living there. Though they initially denied any involvement, a 9-year-old witness identified one of the men wearing a blue shirt as the person who tried to lure the children.
What's up, man? Looking for a Liam, whatever his name is. Liam? Who owns that truck?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Okay.
Is he home?
Huh?
Is he home?
I don't know.
Huh?
Come on, man. You don't know if he's home?
I don't know.
Huh? Come on, man. Y'all, this is part of the people who lie. Look at him scratching himself already. He's the guy. He trying to pull one over on the police. Think he's smart. These people kill me when they
the person who tried to lure the children.
What's up, man? Looking for a Liam, whatever his name is. Liam? Who owns that truck?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Okay.
Is he home?
Huh?
Is he home?
I don't know.
Huh?
Come on, man. You don't know if he's home?
I don't know. I'm just here.
Okay.
I'm his friend. What would you be like?
Your hand on your pockets, yeah. So, we'll do this a couple of ways. Okay, he's not in any trouble right now. Were you in the truck with him earlier? You know why we're here, right? Stuff you guys said to those kids over there?
What kids?
Tell them to come out here.
The truck pulled up beside him and asked him if he wanted candy, a PS5, and a Switch to get into the truck.
There's two guys that stopped in the black beat-up truck and they asked us to get in.
Tell him to come out here. He's in the shower right now. I'm going to pull everyone out the house. I'm going to get a search warrant for your house. For what? And when he's done with this, that's not how this is going to work. Okay, he could come out here and we could be adults and cordial about it. He's in the shower right now, bro. Then tell him just to come out and talk to us when he's done. Okay. Tell him to step it up, though, because we're not going to sit out here all day.
Fair enough. Okay. Go let him know. The only problem would be you guys giving us red flags to not want to talk to us. That's the only problem that could happen right now. Okay.
That's it.
All right.
No problem.
Thanks.
As soon as he's out, I'll have him out here.
Yep. Let him know. Okay.
As you can see, the first man seems completely unaware of what's going on. It's as if he has no idea what the officers are talking about. He remains confused while they explain the situation. Sensing this, the officer then asks him to bring the other man from inside the house.
I thought he was in the shower. I thought he was in the shower. Looked like he got dressed quick. It don't look wet.
Love when they play dumb. Yeah.
And a young guy.
All right. Were you with them? Because they described a guy in blue shirt, blue shorts, and all that.
That's funny, blue shorts, because if I was even sitting in the truck, you wouldn't be able to see my shorts. So,
Slim.
You didn't get out then?
Huh?
You didn't get out?
No, who the didn't know that?
I don't know.
Yeah, nobody.
I don't know.
Yeah,
so listen, like he said,
like who said?
The kid with the deputy over here. You got a problem, dude? Do you want there to be a problem?
Do you have a problem?
With you, I do.
No, I don't have a problem.
No? Okay.
Not really.
All right.
Like I'm just wondering what the attitude's about, you know? Like I just don't like cops. Well, because
Stuff on occasion. Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks like it. I get it. It's all the stuff, right?
Yeah. That's cool.
There should be a such thing on the books as good cop, bad cop. It should be your partner should be able to get bad cop at any time he wants. Because I just don't like cops. Well, F you, I don't like you. I don't like the color blue. And I don't like the way you standing. Yeah, that's how it should be.
One day you'll grow up and realize you do stuff and mature.
Okay.
Whose van is this?
I don't know.
You don't know nothing, do you, dude?
People usually act like this when I know they just did some. Shut up. Yeah. Yeah, you're really getting there, man.
Feelings hurt?
Huh?
Feelings hurt?
Are my feelings hurt? All right, buddy. I'll be right back. You get me? Nice. Okay.
You look pretty good in that uniform.
Thanks, man. They're new uniforms.
Oh, yeah.
As soon as the second man arrived, he took his audacity to a whole new level. He immediately denied any allegations made by the caller or the kids, acting completely oblivious to the situation. He played dumb, insisting he had no involvement. But as we all know, no one can outrun the long arm of the law. Let's continue watching.
What's up, man? Good. You drive this truck?
Did he just come out and sit on the other?
You were just out driving around earlier?
No, I don't even run.
No, you were. Don't play dumb.
No, earlier, yeah.
All right, yeah.
Right now?
We had two calls from different people about you driving that truck out. All right.
Yes, sir.
I don't care that you were driving the truck.
No, yes, sir.
All right. Did you talk to anybody on your?
It's not running.
Did you? Just right now?
No, yeah, it's stuck in.
I don't care. Yeah. What were you up to earlier? Driving around?
I rolled the truck over the weekend. I showed him it still ran.
Yeah, I saw you were in an accident or something like that.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
So we got 2 reports of you stopping to talk to some kids on the side of the road. So why are you turning and looking at him? What's that look all about?
The hell they stopped parking on the game too, bro.
Yeah, see that look? That's like, yeah, we did something
No,
and we're playing dumb. Somebody did something dumb, and you know it was one of you.
Honest to God, the shit I'm focused on.
Two people called about that truck.
Oh, I believe it.
Stopping to talk to some kids.
Oh, I
Okay?
didn't stop talking about kids.
Yeah,
not me.
It was one of you.
It wasn't me.
So Wayne here said he was driving the truck, but I have no idea what we're talking about. So.
Well, just listen, guys. So luring and enticing a child, a minor, an adult doing that's a crime. All right.
Yes, sir, I'm still unaware of what I did. Like, you can pull the camera footage from the corner store here. I never stopped and talked to no kid.
Okay. Well, a 9-year-old reporting something like that to us isn't something
I
a
never stopped
9-year-old
and talked
does.
to no kid.
Okay. He described your truck to a T.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I don't.
And
Yeah,
someone
miss it.
who was not involved, but just a random person saw you talking to the kid and called it in too before the.
Is Bello Baxter?
Oh yeah.
325.
Huh?
May I ask for this?
Yeah. So a 9-year-old is reporting to us that someone in that truck over on Sunnybrook.
Yeah, right here by the bar.
Made some comments that, hey, you want candy, you want a Nintendo Switch, and there was a third thing.
No shit like that, bro.
No,
I'm just telling you what happened.
If over here, you can pull camera footage. You can pull camera footage from any one of these houses, man.
If something else was said where maybe the kid thinks that happened, that'd be
no, sir.
Something to tell us.
I was just giving. I just rolled.
I thought you guys were gonna be here because that thing was on the damn road because it's not road legal.
Yeah, I don't care. We don't see it driving, so I don't.
No, yes, sir. I understand, but
just if you drive it like that, you can't get
stopped.
stopped.
Talk to no kid. You can pull any camera footage around here.
Did you guys did kids cause you issues? Was there a group of kids causing you guys issues? No.
I mean,
You didn't see any other black trucks on the road? Maybe.
No, you can't miss my truck.
No, I know, but I'm making sure we don't have the wrong truck. Did you guys see another just?
You said it ain't got no bed. I'm the only one around here with a bed.
Okay.
Yeah, I just took it off 2 days ago.
So,
but no, I never said anything. I may have been yelling at him.
Asking him if you wanted candy?
No, I never said candy.
Nobody even said nothing.
I never said candy. Never came out of my mouth.
Well, just then, the other officer arrived with the kid, bringing him in the patrol car to their location so he could confirm whether these were the men who tried to lure him. The tension increased as everyone waited to see what the child would say. Would he identify them as the ones responsible, or had they picked up the wrong guys? Time to find out if they had their suspects.
Time for some action.
So, you guys are being cool now, so we'll speed this along. But basically, we are investigating a crime. All right, at this point, still.
All right.
You told us you were driving the truck. We know he was the passenger. We're making sure if any IDs, official IDs, can be made. So until I'm gonna go call my deputy now to see if that's happening.
I mean, you need my ID?
No, unless we don't have it.
I don't have my ID on me, but I did give them all my right.
Yeah, you're fine.
Information.
So until I get that call that we're done here, you guys are staying right here. Okay. All right.
So we're gonna take a little short ride, and like that paper said, don't feel pressure like you have to, pick somebody out. All right. We don't want to accidentally arrest the wrong person. Okay. I'm around your location now.
Hey, you guys can stand up. Stand about 15 feet apart. Just come on up here. Want me to stand in the yard?
Yeah, just you can come in the grass. You're good right there.
Yeah, that's the truck.
Okay. Did you see the person who was saying that?
The blue one.
This guy in the blue?
Yeah,
Okay, how certain are you?
certain.
Turn your radio down a little bit. Just off. Yeah, just down enough where he's about to say something.
That's affirmative.
10-4, which one?
Blue shirt.
Copy.
Well, just then, after the child confirmed the identity, the man in the blue shirt was promptly handcuffed. No matter how many denials he made, it was clear he would now have to face the consequences of his actions.
All right, I'm gonna look up a couple things real quick. Yeah.
You guys can sit back down where you were.
You heard that. I'm gonna look up a couple things real quick.
Come here. Do you want to give me a small report statement in regards to what occurred?
Yeah, I can.
Okay. You know the meaning of perjury? I'll explain it. Okay, perjury is a crime in the state of Florida. It can be committed by telling lies or omitting information, which is leaving information out while under oath. Perjury is a crime in the state of Florida. Do you understand what I explained about perjury?
Yeah.
All right, prior to taking a sworn statement and placing an oath, if you could raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the statement you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
All right. So you know why we're here. We already talked to you earlier. Would you like to say anything about that matter at all?
No.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
I know that we went for a drive, did a trail, stopped at, well, it's Darcy's house, but we stopped there to talk to Chase since he's staying there right now.
Okay.
And we drove back here.
At any point, do you remember seeing any kids? Or talking to any kids on the side of the road, walking home from...
Can I start all over, y'all, since my mic was muted?
And I'm muted telling you that you're muted. So
And I was muted telling you that you're muted.
You got two people that saw you talk to that little boy. So he has two witnesses. He have explained to you what perjury is. You didn't even know what it was, but yet you want to be so smart to the police. You didn't even know what perjury was. So I'm going to explain to you that perjury is against the law. So that's what I'm going to arrest you on, dummy. I'm about to arrest you on perjury because put your hand up. I'm going to swear to you. You swear to tell the truth. And I swore him in on the body cam. I'm letting the whole court and everybody know that this dummy is about to lie. And that's what I'm going to lock him up on.
Yeah.
Along with what you said something to the kids. We don't know what you said to the kids. You could have said, hey, guys, y'all want some candy? Nope. Bye. Boom. Kept on going.
Do you know what this shows as well, for me, is because he looks quite young as well.
What, this young dude?
Yeah.
In a blue shirt?
Yeah. But do you know what I mean? Because mostly people think that it's older people that go after kids and stuff like that.
Right.
But this is showing that it can happen at any age. And I'll tell you a story afterwards. I think I've told it before on here, but I'll tell you again. But let's just finish the video first.
Yeah. Let's check it. That is not legal. Yep. Watch this.
Hand. Do you swear or affirm the statement you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
All right. So you know why we're here. We already talked to you earlier. Would you like to say anything about that matter at all?
No.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
I know that we went for a drive, did a trail, stopped at, well, it's Darcy's house, but we stopped there to talk to Chase since he's staying there right now.
Okay.
And we drove back here.
At any point, do you remember seeing any kids? Or talking to any kids on the side of the road, walking home from school?
I don't remember.
You don't remember?
I don't think we did. I don't believe so.
You don't believe you talked to anybody? Okay. Your chance to be honest with me, did you guys, so you're saying you did not talk to any kids on the side of the road at all?
No.
Not at all?
I was yelling at Leighton, but I was not yelling to no kids, nobody on the side of the road.
Do you remember seeing any walking by or anything like that?
I was not even paying attention.
Okay. Anything you want to change that or delete from what you told me?
No.
All right. This concludes the statement. Time is 5:13 p.m. All right, you can go over there.
Man, forget all this sugarcoating stuff. Slap the cuffs on.
All right.
Slap the cuffs on the dude. Take him away.
Leighton, you're free to go. So, Joseph, you gonna be coming with us? Come on. Stand up.
He knew. Look how he got up. Your boy, he said, the other dude, you free to go. He didn't say y'all free to go. That's what's going on in his mind. And the other one is like, well, shoot, they didn't say I was free to go. And they swore me in. They didn't swear the other guy in. So he know. He know. Watch this.
This concludes the statement. Time is 5:13 p.m. All right, you can go sit over there. All right. Layton, you're free to go. So, Joseph, you need to come with us. Come on. Stand up. I'm going back.
I give him my vape. His charger's in my pocket too.
Yeah, what's on you goes with you.
Well,
okay, man. Can I get my shoes up?
Nope.
So when I do get out of jail?
Nope. I wouldn't let him. No.
Never mind.
You don't like cops, remember?
so you're going for alluring and enticing.
That's true.
It's not cute. It's kind of a big deal.
Go f yourself.
2 counts. Right?
Even if you're joking around, it's just stupid.
Yeah, go f yourself.
Okay.
In the end, the man was charged with 2 counts of luring a child under 12 by a person 18 or older. Well, in moments of kindness, we often invite people into our homes, trusting them to be safe. But sometimes that very individual can turn out to be the worst predator, trying to harm our children. The next case is all about this. Check it out. In Lake City, Florida, on January 16th, 2024, body cam footage captures a tense and chaotic situation. The video
I think it's good to watch stuff like this also to help you, your sensors, get an idea of, different things that people do that real suspicious.
I agree. Before I started doing all this YouTube modding and stuff like that, this is the kind of stuff that I used to watch purely because because of the field that I work in. Then it's good to watch stuff like this so that you can get into the mind of people.
Right. And that's what I love to do. I enjoy watching it because you can kind of understand. Because I already know I'm about to hit the streets again, y'all.
Begins with a frantic woman pleading for help.
Oh,
no, I was just going to say, when I say I like watching it, I don't mean that I like watching it. I mean that I watch it for a purpose. Do you know what I mean?
Educational purposes.
I enjoy it.
Yeah.
January 16th, 2024, body cam footage captures a tense and chaotic situation. The video begins with a frantic woman pleading for help, screaming, "Get my baby." She accuses a man named Scott of trying to take her child. Scott had been staying with the woman after losing power at his own home, but things took a dark turn. Witnesses report a violent altercation with sounds of slapping and screaming coming from the house. Well, another individual claims Scott punched them, while the woman, Emily, may have been assaulted as well. Scott, however, denies any physical violence and says they were just arguing over the baby. He even claims that a man with a black handgun entered the room, but his credibility is shaken and the story doesn't quite add up.
Get my baby, please! Can somebody please get my baby? Yeah, you can give her the baby. Please get my baby! Please get my baby! Get one baby! Get away from me! Get away from me! Hey! Hey, step back out here. Sit down!
Come on. All right, so what's going on? My friend Scott is done everything he could to sabotage us, and I'm tired. I'm tired of this shit. And we're supposed to be at work at 5:30 in the morning, and I told him like that. I have nothing to wear. I have nothing. He was out doing laundry.
Okay, so what is it?
What's going on? No, I'm just asking what's going on.
I don't entirely know what just happened with your relation to him. Okay, so me and him have been friends. I knew him through high school and all this, and we lost contact for about 5 years when I got married. He hit me up a couple days ago, saying that he hasn't been able to find work and he needed a place to stay because the electric got cut off at his house. And I'm like, you know, I got an extra bed and we need some extra hands at work. And so I got him on with, I got thrown him in at my job and everything. And this morning he didn't want to get up. So I tried. He cussed me out and everything. He slept in the bed all day.
So was that your room?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you have an ID on you?
Yes, sir.
Did you witness anything?
Oh, I got punched in the face by him. And
you got punched as well?
Yeah. And the other people here heard him beating her for whatever he was doing.
Did you observe him strike her in any manner?
I heard a smack in person.
What's that?
I heard impact, like someone being smacked in person at that second.
The video begins with a mother in distress crying out for her baby. One officer investigates the man in the blue shirt while another talks to his friend to gather more information. The friend reveals that the man had even punched him during the altercation. The officer then asks if he wants to press charges. Let's see what he did.
Would you want to press charges against him? For 65427.
I don't know what to do, but you can.
Hotel 526-784-960020.
Another thing I found out earlier today, apparently he's struggling with.
Alright. If you don't mind, you can sit in your truck to write your statement. You don't have to sit out before. I know.
Whatever, you punch him in the face. He walked away and he's calling the police. Okay, so he says he's going to call the cops. Okay, at any point did you touch, what's her name? Her name? Emily. Emily, okay, how about this? Down there so we can talk to her. Let's search that right here.
Well, you better bring your tail.
Bring it, son. So at any point did you and Emily have any physical altercations? All right, did she slap you? Did you slap her? Did you hit her? Did she hit you? Okay, so nothing crazy. Just y'all arguing over the fact that you had the baby in your hands. How's that? Okay. Is anybody else going to tell me anything different? They shouldn't, or they're not going to?
I don't believe they would be able to.
Did anything happen outside of the door?
I kicked the garbage can. And
all right, so I want you to look out. Look out.
Cameras.
Okay. So that's going to tell me if you're not being honest with them. Okay. So, and it'll probably show you the kick in the trash. They spent a lot of money on these cameras not long ago. Okay, so they're very good cameras. And I can't remember if they have audio in them or not. But I know they were supposed to get some with them. So we're going to go back and watch these cameras. And if they have audio, we'll hear what happens. And if we don't have audio, then we'll just see what happens. So I just want to make sure that your recursion, or what's the word?
Memory?
Yeah, your memory of the event is what happened. I'm not trying to talk to you and say that you hit her if you didn't hit her. We weren't here. You see when I pulled up. You see when they pulled up. I mean, so we weren't here. So we were told that a battery had occurred, but we just want to know with who. And a battery would be the unwanted touching.
Now we were yelling. We were yelling, being loud at each other. We didn't hit each other.
Okay.
Nobody hit anyone.
All right. And was the door open when the dude came in?
Yeah.
Okay. So everybody out here could have heard you. Gotcha. Okay. And did he say, "Hey, my name is
him? Like, did he tell you to get on the ground? Did he like what happened with that?
I don't know what. All I know is I seen him pull a gun, and he made it obvious that it was.
Okay. What color was the gun?
It was a black gun.
Black gun? Was it a handgun?
And pistol.
Okay. Was it a revolver? Was it semi-automatic?
It was like a 9.
It was like a 9. Okay. Did it have maybe an orange tip on it? Okay. Did it have a magazine in it? Could you tell? Couldn't tell. Okay. And you said he was a short dude wearing a beanie? That's it. Okay. So the cameras, like I said, will show who that was so we can figure out what's going on with that. I'm not going to be the officer working it. I just, like I said, I literally just got off and I was going to Chick-fil-A and I heard the call come out. I don't apologize if we're near something like this, we're coming to it. So,
thank you.
You know, Chick-fil-A is like right there. So I was like, yeah, you know. So came to hang out with you.
Just then, the situation escalated dramatically. As the officer attempted to put handcuffs on the man, he suddenly tried to run, resisting with all his strength. The officers had no choice but to deploy a taser to subdue him and regain control of the situation.
So that's basically all these officers' investigations were telling us, just basically all had a heated argument and some pulled a gun on you. Okay, you're telling me the truth. That's what he's saying.
So there's an 88 Bravo. Was the Mike victim?
Okay.
Room 9 is the one you're wondering about.
Oh, okay.
First Mike told me. So, do you have anything in your pockets? No. Nothing at all. Nothing that's in the picture. Turn around. Turn around. I'm not going to tell you again.
All right. Put your hands
up against the wall.
Put your hands right back.
Oh my God, dude! You wait till they on you. They gotta tase them because they don't want to hurt them too bad.
Stop! Stop resisting. Put your hands on your back. Put them behind your
Now it's okay. Now it's okay. That's wrong. That's wrong. That's wrong, officer. That is wrong. You don't put cuffs on like that, officer. That's wrong, officer. You don't put handcuffs on by slamming it on somebody. You don't do that.
No, you don't.
And I was going to stop it anyway to let y'all know that they started tasing people when they start getting rough and stuff, because that taser will lock you up and you ain't being rough no more. That's why I was stopping it. Because these police officers, when they getting rough and resisting arrest, is a crime. Resisting arrest is a crime. So that's another crime right there that he's doing. They get ready to place him under arrest and you are resisting. That is on the books. So now we got resisting arrest, but the police now tase people quite often because at first they used to beat your tail. Broken bones. Why he got broken bones, broken jaw? Because he was fighting me and I had to fight him back. And it's like, how much you're supposed to use just enough force to maintain the situation. They teach you in handcuff class, period. You never ever slam somebody's wrist with that thing so it can wrap around and slap and lock like that. You don't do that.
Yeah, you could break somebody's wrist by doing that.
Right. That's a no-no right there, police officer.
Got his hands.
Look. Slam once. Slam twice. Slam.
He's got a whole bunch of felony charges for no reason, bud.
Terminated. I didn't do it.
Well, you can spot law enforcement, buddy. That's a felony.
For each.
You just.
So, idiot.
All right, search him real quick.
You just fought wrong enforcement. Somebody ain't do anything. Yes, you did do something.
So I didn't do anything.
law.
You just fought 4 of us.
That's much better, Chick-fil-A. I appreciate that.
I'm not going to tell you again.
All right. Put your hands
up against the wall.
Put your hands right back.
Stop! Stop resisting. Put your hands on your back. Put them behind your back.
Got his hands, got his hands, got his hands. Well, you just got a whole bunch of felony charges for no reason, bud.
Terminated. I didn't do anything.
Well, you can spot law enforcement, buddy. That's a felony.
For each. So, idiot.
All right, search him real quick.
Man got on brown shoes. He was off.
Sir, I didn't do anything.
You just fought 4 of us.
Either they can wear brown shoes or he was straight up off.
Much better, Chick-fil-A. I appreciate that.
Stand up.
Me in cuffs.
Stand up.
Bring your legs up.
Yes, sir. You got him?
Oh no, he's Sir, why did y'all say I was fighting? I wasn't fighting you.
You punched us.
No, I didn't. I didn't punch anyone. I would never hit anybody.
Wow, that's crazy. I